In this example, Jeff is trying to decide whether he should buy gas in Canada or in the US. The gas tank on his truck holds about 90 liters. He can either buy gas at his town at 106 per liter, dollars per liter, or travel across the border and fill it up at $2.86 US per gallon. So we have a couple of different issues here. First of all, we have two different units for volume, and we have two different currencies. So we have to work through both of those. So we'll start with the cost in Canada. That's the easier part. The cost in Canada would be our 90 liters times the cost per liter. So 90 liters times $1.06 per liter, and that would give us $95.40 Canadian. So then we have to look at the same cost in the USA. So to figure out our costs in the USA, we would have to, first of all, convert our 90 liters into US gallons. And like most math questions or problems, there's more than one way of doing it, but this is the way I'll choose to do it this time. We convert the 90 liters into US gallons. So how do we do that? Well, in the way how I like to do this is I'll take a look at, I know I want to cancel out the liters and change it into gallons. I know that a gallon's bigger than a liter, so then I say how many liters are in 1 gallon, and that's 3.79 liters per US gallon. And once I have that, I can easily change to gallons, because that's what the cost is. The cost is given to us in gallons, or the price. So now that we know how many gallons we have, 23.7, we can multiply that by our cost per gallon, which is $2.86 per gallon. Now notice when I did this calculation, I basically left the whole number that I had in my calculator. So 23.746 gallons times $2.86 per gallon. And that will give me how much the total cost is. So I got $67.92. So this question would be quite simple. We'd be done by now if we knew that the Canadian dollar and US dollar were worth the same. Today they're not worth the same, and I figured out that today they're worth $1.31 Canadian equals $1 American. So now we have to do that conversion to see what is $67.92. What is that into Canadian dollars? So again, this answer is going to change depending on the day and how much our cost is, or how much the Canadian dollar is worth in US dollars. So again, I want to cancel out the US dollars and replace that with Canadian dollars. And I said it was $1.31 Canadian per $1 US. And when I do this, we'll cancel out the US dollars and we'll be just left with Canadian dollars. And I get $88.98 Canadian. So obviously this is, it's pretty close. It's still cheaper to drive across the border into the US to get your gas at these rates. If the Canadian dollar got stronger, then it would be it'd be worth the trip, because the difference would be more and more as the Canadian dollar gets stronger. But today, it's more economical to fill up in the United States.